there. Let's oh. Ooh, how do we do this? He's ready to go. Oh, that's nice. He'll probably take my horse. It was very nice of him. After almost 2 years of playing the console edition of Rust, I'm back to the PC version. That's right, today we're going to be jumping into the PC edition of Rust. This is a game that I started playing back in 2019. Then I moved over to the console edition of Rust, made a lot of videos for that, and now we're back trying out the PC edition of Rust because finally I've got a computer that can actually run it. So we're going to be running around checking this map out, seeing just how this game looks and feels compared to the console edition of Rust. And for those of you wondering, no, I'm not leaving Rust. I'm not going to leave the console edition of Rust. Still with you guys, but I just had to check it out. It's been so long since I played the PC version of Rust. I wanted to see just how it felt compared to, well, the console version of Rust. And I got to say, like, there's some similarities. It's still sort of the same base game, the same mechanics, but it does look a lot better. And just going around, I'm sure some of these skins are going to blow me away because I've been out of the skin game for a little bit, so there's some really cool new ones that are probably in existence, right? Oh, there we go. We got a car already. Look at that. I gotta say, this game does look stunning when you turn everything on high. I do hate the fact that I've got to actually, like, loot now. Like, console, in my opinion, it is actually a little bit easier to loot, stuff like that. Like, when you can just do a loot all, like, that is a lot quicker than having to mouse over stuff. So I do appreciate that about the console version of Rust. Ooh, I forgot about those. I know there's a loot all key that I could be using, but I'm not using it. We got a scientist there. Let's oh. How do I loot all? I gotta figure that out. Is it Alt? No. I have no idea. Looks like they've added Molotovs to the game. This is actually a pretty good find here. So we got Molotovs, we got a pistol, we got a bow right here. Let's put that on. This is actually a pretty good start. Should we try and take the scientist out? Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's see what we can do here. Oop. My aim's a little off still. All right, there we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Take out a scientist. It was pretty easy, especially with the compound bow. You can tell I still have some idea of what I'm doing at least. I still need to figure out what the loot all key is, but that's okay. Oh, what am I doing? Feels a little clunky, to be honest. Like, I like the... Ooh, we got a little bit of lag there. How's that happening? Game was running okay. Now we got a little bit of lag. I guess that's a similarity between both games. Feels a little... Did motion blur come on or something? That's awkward. But yeah, I like this. I mean, right off the bat, we're good to go. We managed to find a dead body. We killed a scientist. We got some stuff. So that's pretty cool. Let's kill that. Maybe not. I mean, look at that. It does look beautiful. Although the fact that 3080 is having trouble keeping up with the game does make me question some things. Let me check my settings real quick. Maybe let's turn that off. Right, let's turn on max performance, maybe. Can probably turn down the shadows. And there we go. It was the shadows that was doing it. All right. So let's keep going here. Also, let's go ahead and craft that tool cupboard because we can. Let's craft that. See if we can't get a decent start here. I mean, with what we found, that's actually already a pretty decent start, I'd say. And then look at this map. Look at this map right here. G, that's the map key. So look at all of this. So much more stuff here. You got the outpost right here, abandoned supermarket, abandoned military base. Like, this map is so much bigger. And you can have way more people on the servers, which is nice. So it's good, I'd say. Also, you've got the trains. I completely forgot that they added that. I've never played this game with trains on. So we're going to get to experience that too now. Ooh, pickaxe. There we go. That's what we need. So yeah, it looks stunning, to be honest. Like, it's mind blowing how far graphics have come since I upgraded last time. So I'm beyond excited for this one. All the knowledge transfers over, which is really nice. Like base building knowledge, everything like that. The console edition Rust is a little bit behind the PC meta, that's for sure. But it's still not so far behind that you have no idea what's going on. Ooh, we got an airdrop coming in. Should I go for it? Tell you what we'll do. Let's put down a base so we've at least got something here, maybe. Let's make a lock. Start up. Figures. Gotta be a little bit more careful, I guess. But yeah, it looks stunning, to be honest. Compared to the console edition of Rust, like I knew it was going to be looking a lot better, but I didn't expect it to look this much better. That's one of the things that this blows me away, to be honest. The fact that we lost that base is okay. It's easy come, easy go. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm just sitting here like mouth open looking at these graphics and realizing like how far behind I was. So yeah, that's okay. But yeah, it's crazy to see. How do I do the head look now? Alt. There we go. Slowly getting back to it. But yeah, just looking at this, like it's a night and day difference. That's not to rag on the console edition Rust. Like what I'm running this game on is a pretty advanced system, I'd say. Pretty expensive system, if you will. So like, yeah, it costs a lot more to run this version of Rust than it does to run the other version of Rust. And that's a huge part of the reason why the graphics are so much better here, because I paid a lot of money for that. Whether or not it's worth it, I think it was. And for me, I needed a system for editing and everything like that. So there's also that. Like, it just makes sense for me. But it's to everybody's, like, it's, you know, for some people it wouldn't make sense to upgrade. For some people, like, the console experience is definitely more than enough. For most games, I think it honestly is. Like, I think if you're going to be upgrading to play the latest Call of Duty or something like that, there's no reason you can't go with the console. But in the case of a game like Rust, there's a very clear night and day difference, in my opinion. What is this? I didn't even realize that existed. What? How can I not? Ooh. Okay, wow. That makes sense. It's a lot more savage. Like, people are way more on top of you in this game than they are in the PC edition of Rust. So I'm going to have to get used to that. Let's head to the road. Let's see if we can't find something there. But yeah, this is a night and day difference. It's, yeah. I can see why PC players do sort of rag on the console edition, but at the same time, like if you compare like the amount of money you're spending, if you buy an Xbox One, or let's say you want a good console experience, you buy an Xbox Series S, okay? That's how much money is that? That's a couple $100. You can't even get a graphics card that will run the PC version Rust for that. So there's pros and cons, and I think price is a huge one. This is a lot more expensive. This is a lot more premium, but you do get graphics that look like this. I mean, look at this water. And I've already played Cyberpunk. I know it does get much better than this on a 3080. I know that Rust isn't fully optimized. There's issues with it. I know this isn't the best game you could be running on a PC, but it still looks pretty good. It still looks head and tails better than the console version. I don't think this is a version you'd get if the console version was just for Xbox Series S and X and for the PlayStation 5. I think you'd still get something that was somewhat degraded compared to this, because I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think the consoles have what's equivalent of a 3080 in them. And I don't think that... Ooh, what's going on there? The bear's being attacked. It's coming for me. Maybe not. Did it kill someone, maybe? No. Let's take him out. All right. We had to do that. So yeah, obviously my skills have... I was never that good at the game. If we're being fully honest, but it's a little bit better than this. So my skills have degraded, I'll say. But that's to be expected. Like, I just don't have the same sort of... I think it's a situational awareness. I don't have the same amount of situational awareness that I used to have. I'm not as used to this playstyle, because it is way more brutal than the console edition. That's for sure. Because I remember when I first went over to the console edition of Rust, it was just like, oh, this is actually nice. This is a lot easier, a lot more chill. And as I got into it, I'm like, I don't think this is much more chill. And now that I'm getting back to the PC version, I'm like, yeah, console's way more chill. So I think honestly, I probably will end up sticking with the console, because a lot of people are watching those videos, which I like. I appreciate the community I've built. I'm not just going to abandon them because I've got a better, a computer that can run the PC version Rust. And at the same time, this one's a little bit sweatier, I think. There's community servers you can play on and stuff like that. You can find a way to play the PC version Rust without it being sweaty. But yeah, I don't know. It just feels more chill to play on the console, I think. But yeah, it's, if you're looking for the best experience, I mean, I think it speaks for itself. Also, I will say, when I'm dying here, when I'm getting blown away, I don't feel any lag. That's one of my complaints with with console. A lot of the time when I die, when I get into a gunfight, it gets laggy. Here, like nothing. It's crystal smooth. Like crystal smooth now. It's smooth as butter. Smooth as rice. I don't know what you want to say. It's a better experience. Ooh, how do we do this? Oh, I need fuel. I should be able to find some of that. Maybe we can take this thing for a ride. Get the train going. And I can't find any fuel. So maybe we won't get the train going. Get some berries there. Let's eat those. Get a little bit of health. Getting back to it. I'm getting the feel of this again. Takes forever to get anywhere. I forgot about that. Like I thought console was bad. This is it takes like so long to traverse any sort of distance, just because these maps are so much bigger. Let's go to the abandoned supermarket, I guess. See what's up there. I think this is where I died once before. Yeah, it is. So probably my body would be what's up. But we'll go back and see if there's any more people here that want to talk. Completely forgot how to talk too. Like I forgot all the keys. It's crazy how that works. At one point it was like all muscle memory, and now I've completely just spaced on it all. Ooh, signs. I didn't leave anything behind for me. There goes the dog. I think these things are going to give me radiation poisoning, maybe? No. Okay. I know things are a little bit different, so I got to be careful, but looks like we're good. A lot of bases around here, too. All right, let's pull this. All right, we're armed and not dangerous at all. Probably going to get blown away by someone. Where was that base I was building? I've got to find that. See if they left the... They probably didn't leave the TC, honestly. They probably just destroyed it. Because what we were doing, we were going for the airdrop, so it would have been over here, I think, that we left that base. Just trying to build in a cool location. I think it was over this way. All right, should have been up here. I'm guessing if that was someone who lived locally, they probably destroyed the base because they don't want people building by them. The more people you've got building by you, especially in the PC version of Rust, the more dangerous it is because the maps are so big here. So it's like you can find areas where there's just no bases whatsoever. This is not one of those areas, but I'm assuming the person was hoping it would be one of those areas, and that's probably why they killed me. So I thought I was building somewhere around here, maybe. Not 100% sure, but it looks like I don't see any twig, so I'm pretty sure whatever I was building is gone now. So let's keep going. Like I said, easy come, easy go. We got to kill on a scientist. That's something at least. Is it, though? Oh, and here we've got Outpost, so that's probably part of it, too. Let's run through the Outpost, actually. I'm curious to see how this looks, because I think Outpost is going to look a lot better. This is an area that's actually going to have a pretty decent build-up, too. Like, you have a lot of buildings, a lot of stuff to look at, everything like that. So let's check it out. Oop, we got to unequip, actually. So, yeah, it does... Yeah. It does look a lot better. I mean, it's what we expected, but it's even more so, I think, for me. Even more so than I expected. Like, I expected the game to look good, but I didn't expect it to look this good. Also, it looks like they added missions, which is cool. Get some cloth. Maybe we'll be able to make a bow. Looks like we can. No missions. Okay. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of lag now again. So there's probably a lot more objects here. And again, the optimization on this game isn't the best. So that's probably a big part of it. Hoping once we get out of here, it'll be better. Let's go ahead and construct some stuff, though. Craft that bow. So we are getting some more lag. Looking at my GPU temp, it's not even that high. It's 54. So you know what? We'll bump this down to no cascades. Hopefully we're going to be better off once we get outside of that range. And yeah, there we go. The lag's starting to disappear, and I'm sure once we get a little bit more distance, it's going to be fully gone. It's not quite lag. It feels almost like motion blur is on, but I know I don't have motion blur on. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's lag. I hope I don't have motion blur on. Oh, I do have it on. Okay. So that might be part of the issue. Really? Okay. It's Rust. Never look away. So yeah, I had motion blur on. I could have sworn I turned it off, but I must not have. I'm pretty sure some of that was lag, but some of that I think it was like lag, and then I noticed the motion blur and be like, what is this? Man, I guess we can try and go back. But yeah, it does look a lot crisper. I think I'm playing this in 4K too. So yeah, I'm definitely taxing the graphics card just a little bit. It's the CPU right now. I can look over and see it. It's running at 45 degrees Celsius, and the graphics card's running at 60 degrees Celsius. Just to give you guys some numbers, we've got an i7 12th gen in there. We've got a 3080, and then we've got 32 gigs of RAM. The CPU and the RAM doesn't really matter. Most of that was bought for editing, but the GPU's really taking the brunt of the load, I think. So it's good to see that it's actually doing some work. I saw the 4090 is so much better, and I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, I should have waited, but I wouldn't have spent that much on it. I would have been waiting for a long, long time for the prices to come down. So it's better that I just pull the trigger and get the PC built. Let's see if there's anything here. No. All right, let's go around. So I think every now and then I feel like a little bit of a lag jump, but overall it's running very smooth, I'd say. And we turned the shadows off, so that helped a bit, I think. Or the cascades off, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll run through the ranch. That's where they're going to be selling the horses, and we'll run to the outpost, see if we can't get that bow back. There's no reason to do that, honestly. Like, I could easily just knock down a tree, get the wood, and then be good to go again. But I'm actually just enjoying running around and looking at this. Should I try and attack that guy? Probably not. I don't have any weapons. There'd be no point in it. I'd just die. I don't think he saw me either. Even if he did, what's he going to do? Kill me? I don't have anything. Now I've got 20 cloth, so definitely worth the effort now. But yeah, it is good to be back. I've got to admit, like, being able to play the game in its like base form is it is nice. It is nice. If you've got the PC, as much as I hate to recommend it, I've got to say, like, you got to go to the PC. The console version, it's nice, but this is nicer, I think. Again, I'm not leaving because I do enjoy the community and everything like that, but if I could bring the community over to Rust, the main version, I think that's what I'd do. But I can't afford to buy everybody PCs. I wish I could. Hit subscribe. Maybe one day we'll be able to make it happen, because that's how economics works, obviously. But no, I don't think we will. Oop. Okay. Cool. Oh, is he gonna try and kill me? No. Cool. Must have had some good loot. Only I had the bow. Okay, maybe not. If I had the bow, that person would have killed me. So it wouldn't have mattered. Hearing some gunshots off to my right here. That's okay. potatoes. So yeah, it looks like my system does have a bit of an issue with the outpost, which makes sense because that's going to be one of the higher sort of fidelity areas, I guess, or the higher object areas. I think a lot of it's probably just loading stuff from maybe the hard drive into the RAM or from RAM into CPU memory. Not sure. What do we have? 50, 60. Nice. Now all we've got to do is get a bit of wood and a bit of stone, and we're good to go. Ooh, I like that. That's sort of a cool look right there. Little car-mounted turret. This game really does remind me of Half-Life. I've said this before, but it really does. Like, not this area specifically reminds me of Half-Life. Like Half-Life 2, if you're wondering. I played both. I think Half-Life 2 is the only one I've actually beaten. I think 1 I've gotten most of the way through, and then I never did anything with it. This is my bow somewhere around here. Did someone take it? Seems like someone took the bow. Great. That's okay. We'll knock down a tree, and then we'll be good to go. Get a little bit of bowmanship in. See how good I am. I'm terrible. Spoiler alert. But let's see what happens. Practice my aim on this tree. Hit those X's. And we missed twice. All right. Really? I guess they have... No. Second I said I'm practicing my aim, I started doing worse. Put the pressure on myself and got to be too much for me. I couldn't handle it. So one thing I do like about the console version is that fast build, that fast craft menu. That I miss. That is one thing that they did a really good job of adding, I'd say. So there are things about the console edition that I think are better. I'll leave it at that. Let's get some stone here. Figures. So obviously there's a bit of a skill gap here. What do we have? Satellite dish and junkyard. Let's go to junkyard. Yeah, you can see there's quite the skill gap difference here. I lost a lot of it, I think. Like I'm not paying attention like I used to. I'm just like sitting here enjoying everything. I'm like, oh, this looks amazing, and then just get killed. It's okay though. Like I'm not here to lay down a base. If we're being honest, I'm just here to try this out and see what it looks like. So I'm getting my fun, and hopefully other people are getting their fun too, and they're killing me. I mean, I should have known better, but it's just like, all right, why not? Let's check it out. Let's see what it's like. So yeah, there's more you can do too, I think, with this version of Rust, because you've got electricity, you've got subways, there's a lot more to it. Which is good and bad. Again, you've got way more people no-lifing this game, because you've got a lot of people that have that app installed, and they're just 24/7 around their PC monitoring Rust and how it's going. And that that does make it a lot more difficult if you want to, do stuff and play the game. Like I said, the console version is way more casual, and I do love that about the console version. That's one thing that'll keep me coming back to the console, the fact that it's so casual. And again, maybe you can find a server that'll make that happen, but it's not quite the same experience in my opinion. At least every time I've tried it, it's not quite the same experience. It could just be that maybe I'm like finding the wrong servers on the PC version of Rust or something like that, but there you go. Such a big map, and it seems like the second I make any noise, people are on you. I mean, I guess I'm sticking around the newbie spawn area, so there's a lot of new players. Also, I feel like the bleed out time's a little bit more. Or not more, sorry. I feel like the time to kill is a little bit less. It feels like people get 1 or 2 hits on me and I'm dead. Whereas I feel like on console, it's like maybe like 3 to 4 hits. I'm not sure if that's like a skill level thing, if more people are just hitting headshots here, or if it's a programming thing, or if it's just like the console version lags more and people are more likely to miss their hits. I don't know exactly what it is, but it feels like people are, or maybe it's just people are cheating. That's always a possibility, right? That's something I didn't even think about until just now, but it's a lot easier to cheat on the, well, in a lot of ways, it's easier to cheat on the PC. If you're looking at like an aimbot or something like that, that is way easier to get on the PC. I don't even think there are aimbots for the console. So if someone has something like that, it's a lot easier for them to use it. Which, I mean, that is a huge thing, I'd say. All right, let's see if this base has anything left over for me to play with. I love the fact that there's so much. All right, we got a fishing mailbox. Look, if we can find a recycler, that maybe we can make this stuff go somewhere. Nothing. It's a cool skin. We're getting lag again. I'll probably have to turn down the settings at some point if I ever want to play competitively, but right now that's not what I'm looking to do. How do we fish now? Let's go fishing. Why not? I actually haven't even, I've never fished in Rust. PC or console. Just isn't something I wanted to do, but I'm like, let's give it a shot. Let's see. Let's play with the water a little bit more because it looks cool. Oh, and they've got zip lines. I forgot about that. We should try out the zip lines before we call it. Look at this dude. He's ready to go. I don't actually know how to use the emotes. It's a lot for me to learn. A lot for me to learn. So I can see the fish swimming. So I guess we watch the bobber and see. Pull it back, pull it back. Let's do this. Didn't get it. Wait, did we? Oh, there we go. Nice. Got a bit. And we're out of bait. So let's see. I think I can sell it here, right? Nope, not there. Here? No. Sale. No. That's not what I'm looking to do. Oh, maybe I can't sell it. I thought there was like a... Oh, there we go. There's a vending machine. I was like, I thought there was a vending machine that I could sell this to. And here's the vending machine. But they only take fish. They will not take my raw fish. So, looks like we're out of luck for this one. Oh, let's head back out and see if we can't find anything else. I'm sure I'm going to get killed at some point. That's okay, though. Again, this is completely for the experience. I'm not looking to build a base or do anything crazy. I've got enough on my hands with one console Rust base in the village. I'm not looking to get anything else on my hands here. Could go down into the subway. That could be pretty interesting. But then at the same time, I'm thinking if I go down into the subway, I'm just going to get killed by scientists. Maybe if I had that compound bow, that's probably what I should have done. Get the compound bow and go. Get a balloon. Okay, we got a horse here. Might just grab that. I don't know where the owner was, but we can yoink a horse. Why not? Ride around with our fishing hooks. So this is actually the fastest way to gather scrap, I think. Just go with a horse. And I'm so slow at this. Hopefully my aim is not as bad, but at least we got a bow now. Someone's built some sort of thunderdome over here. A scientist. I'm going to avoid him. Oh boy. Jesus. He is incredibly on point. Can I eat this raw? Let's just do it. So yeah, I'm in trouble here. We do not have much. We're bleeding quite heavily. I ate the food while I was bleeding because I didn't think about it. And it looks like I'm pretty dead right now. 12 health, that is not good. It's going to take like one shot to nail me. Yeah, let's keep going past the outpost. I always seem to die out there. Although, actually, if we could go to the outpost, we could probably recycle stuff. I don't have anything that'll give me cloth, but we can probably make this work. All right, let's keep going here. 12 health. That is a little bit worrying. I'm not going to lie. You know, you're always hoping you'll jump back in and be some sort of like savant, but that's never how games work, right? Both me and this guy are running in for it. I don't think he did.
Hey, come here. Hey, dude, come here. Look what I got for you today.
Oh, that's nice. He'll probably take my horse. It was very nice of him. I do appreciate that. So we are getting some lag here. We're probably gonna need to turn these settings down. Let me do that. Maybe let me turn down shadow lights. Maybe the shader level. Oh, this will do it. Or not. Let's give it a little bit of time, see if it adjusts. There we go. So it doesn't look as good. It doesn't look as good, but I think it's fair to say that's probably part of the reason I was lagging so much. Yeah, it doesn't look as good, but that's okay. We got that experience. Let's give this guy the horse. Be nice. All right, everybody's using the recyclers. Maybe it was grass displacement that was throwing things off. I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to mess with the settings some more if I want to keep playing. But let's give it one more death and then I'm done. Cause I'm not interested in getting into a whole wipe here. I'm just interested in running around, seeing what it's all about. One thing I do need to find is some cloth though, because right now if someone shoots me, I'm dead. There's a lot of bases here, so I'm sure someone is going to shoot me. Some big bases too. Got the water treatment monument, it looks like, over there. Not going to bother with that yet. Or at all, to be honest. I think whoever shoots me, though, is going to get some good loot, so I'm happy for them. Hopefully it's a new player who needs it. Question is, was that a new player who needs it? We'll never know, but the fact that they shoot me with a gun makes me think, and a bolt-action rifle makes me think it's not a new player who needs it. But it is what it is. Anyways, that is the PC Rust experience, and honestly, I do need to do a little bit of work on just tuning my system and making sure it runs perfectly, or the best, I get the best version of Rust possible without any lag. But it's a really great experience. It's an amazing game, and whether you're playing on console or PC, it's a great game. It's really fun. And I think I'm gonna stick with console, to be honest. It's a little bit more casual, and I like the fact that all you guys are console players. We meet up in game and have a great time. So if it's one thing keeping me with the console, it's the community. So thank you for that. And until next time, peace.